Hi there, welcome back to Just Making It. For the people that are just visiting my channel for the first time, my name's Matt, and I'm a beef farmer in northwest Pennsylvania. I got about 60, 70 head of cattle, and I also raise crops. And sometimes that's a challenge. Today what I'm going to do is get this field ready. I'm going to plow it. I'm going to chisel plow it with the 1486 and my chisel plows. And I'm not going to go very deep. As you can see, I'm going to show you what I just did. I did a little test run. But there was a hurricane that went by, and I'm sure everybody knows about it, down south. And we're getting the last of it up here. So it's like a slight drizzle, but I'm on a hillside, so I should be okay as far as chiseling it. It's not real muddy. And when I planted this corn last year, I no-tilled it, so the ground wasn't too disturbed. So I should be okay doing this. And what I normally do sometimes is I just disc. Well, I want to disc chisel this time because you can see there's a lot of trash stalks from the corn that was here. So we're going to clean it up real good here. I recently sprayed this field, so we got a good burn down, and any grass or weeds that were in here, they're dead now. So let's get started. I made a little pass here. I want to show you, like I said, I'm not going very deep. I'm going to be planting rye. You could see to my left here, I've got a field of corn, and to my right, well, behind me, where the tractor is down there, there's a food plot for deer. So right in the middle here, we're going to put rye. I hate to leave a field with nothing in it over the winter. So what we'll do is we'll plant rye, and then in the spring, I think I'm going to round bale it come, late spring, summer. Now you can see here, I made a pass with my chisel plows. But look how it cleans it right up. Now, after I chisel plow it, I'm going to disc it, get it nice and smooth. And you'll see the method that I use when I go to seed this. I'm not going to use a grain drill. And then after I seed it, we're going to go ahead and pack it. Get that seed to ground contact. So let's go down to the tractor here. I'm going to jump on it. Let's continue on with this disc chiseling. And I am very surprised with as much rain as we got, how this ground actually dried up. Actually, it was real dry before this rain, the last of the hurricane that came through. And I believe it ran off. So, I got a little mist now, but it's not going to hurt anything. So let's get on the 1486 here. I'll show you my chisel plows before we get started here. But it's nothing for this tractor to pull these plows. They're not real wide. I'm using narrow shovels on the back, blades. And it's just slicing through the ground real nice. And like I said, I'm not going real deep. These chisel plows, these are 7 shanks. And this tractor, with the amount of horsepower that I'm using today, it can handle at least a 9 with wide shovels on the back. So, and another thing I did, I want to show you here. I've got spacers here on my cylinder. And that prevents me from going too deep. And I got to adjust it just right, the way I want it. I'm only going like 3 inches. I just want to scrape the ground and get some of that dirt up so we can get good ground to seed contact. All right, let's get in the 1486 here and let's get started. I got it in 3rd gear low, and I don't need the TA. This tractor can pull this fine. This is that food plot I was telling you about. It's mainly clover. Let's go up here. We're just going to make a pass right here. We're going to go right around in a circle. Alright, you can see a difference here on the left and on the right. I could have just taken the disc, but I believe it's going to chop up that residue a little bit better. And there's nothing wrong with turning the soil over a little bit. You can see how deep I'm going with it. I'm not going too deep. So when we take the disc over this, it should fill in real nice. Let's keep going. For people out there that's never seen a disc chisel, well, this is what it looks like. I left it in the ground. I just stopped the tractor so you can see exactly what it does. In the front we got disc, and what they do is they slice the ground. And then in the back you got these shovels. I've got narrow shovels on right now, and you can see what they do. They turn the ground over. They're curved, and they turn the ground over slightly, and you can see how the disc in the front slice the ground. Sort of helps the shovels to turn the ground over. But you can see in the front here, I've got one disc right there. I must have hit a rock. I mean, this was last year, and I'm not going to change it until I have other problems with other discs. It's not hurting anything. But yeah, those are disc chisels. Well, I got this field disc chiseled. But now I got to get the ends, which I'm sitting in front of. I just shut the tractor down to show you. It's where I lifted the disc chisels and made my turn. So now I got to get this. And the nice thing about disc chisels is that you can go over what you just chiseled, and it's not going to hurt a thing. it looks like after I disc chiseled it. That's the end. Makes it look nice and straight. All right, now I got to go on the other side of the field and I got to do the other end. Well, I'm on the other end of the field and I got to do the same thing as I did on the other end. I'm gonna go with the disc chisels. I'm gonna go along this is a food plot here. I'm gonna go right along it up to where I plowed. And there's that end all done. So now that we got this field all done, it's all disc chiseled. We've got this field to contend with. And look at how high the weeds got. Now I burned this down. I had corn in here last year. And I burned this down. So the weeds are dead, but they're really tall. And this is a real steep hill right here. So let's see what the 1486 can do, and let's see how these disc chisels rip these weeds up. Looking real good. Now I'm going up this steep part of this hill. Let's give it a little bit more throttle. No problems at all. Okay, let's get off the tractor here and see how these disc chisels worked on these high weeds. Oh yeah, look at that. Ripped them right up. If I was to take a disc over these weeds, I think it would be hard to rip this up. I actually had to rip the weeds out of the ground. Now after I'm done disc chiseling and I take the disc, the regular disc over this, it's gonna look real nice. Let's keep going. Now it's starting to rain. Let's see how long we can hold out here. Well, it's starting to drizzle now. I'm going to keep on going, but you could see, look at the difference. There's that side, and there's the plowed side. It's doing a good job. I'm going to keep going even though it's starting to rain. The sky has been cloudy. It's probably like upper 60s, maybe lower 70s. But it's been like this for several days. And I got to get this rye in the ground. So let's keep on going. I got the hillside all done. What a difference compared to what it looked like. I got both ends done. So I'm done plowing. Next video I'm going to have disking and planting. Well, we beat the rain. We had a little bit of drizzle, but I was able to get the field all done. I just want to mention real quick, and I done it myself. I watch other YouTube videos from other people, and I haven't subscribed for a while. But now I subscribed, and it's free. All you got to do is hit that button, and you'll get the notifications of when their videos come up. And I'm glad I did it. Thanks again for watching Just Making It.